Topps Living Set. What is it? How do you buy those cards? What are the cards? How many questions does this guy have? We've got answers. Happy hobby. Okay, here's the deal. Topps Living Set is a set of cards you can only purchase online at Topps.com, and I just got my Wander Franco. So I'm excited. We're going to rip that open. But before we look at that card, I want to mention to you, if you're a sports card collector and you're working on a limited budget, this is the YouTube series for you. So please subscribe and check it out. We do breaks, we share tips on collecting, we review sets, which are the best ones you should get into, and including Topps Living Set. That's what we're going to do today. I also wanted to let you know that after we talk about the Topps Living Set, stay to the end and you'll see the 10 most popular Topps Living Set cards. These are the ones that are most produced and most in demand. You'll want to check that out because there's some interesting cards in there. Okay, wait, this is future Dave. Now I really want you to make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to reveal the production run for the Wander Franco card that I just bought. You're not going to believe this. So you want to stay tuned for that because I'm going to rank it along with the top 10 produced cards. You're going to see where it ranks among popularity there. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with this set, the Topps Living Set is an always growing collection of online exclusive cards sold on Topps.com. Starting back in 2018, they started this. So it's a set that just keeps going. It doesn't end. There's not a Series 1. There's not a Series 2. There's not an update. And these cards had hand-painted pictures on them, inspired by the 1953 Topps set. Now, new cards are added each week, and they only stay on there for 1 week. Now, there's no end date in sight, so at some point, they could just say, this is the end of the living set, and all the cards that are out there, that's all that there is. But this could continue for a few more years. So the print run on each of these cards singularly depends on the demand for that card, but we'll get back to that later. Now in this set, both current and legendary MLB players are featured. And each player in this set gets just one card unless they get traded. And then they get a second card in that other team's jersey. But for retired players, they only get the one card. There's just one card in there for them. The original artwork for this series was produced by renowned sports artist Mayumi Sato, I had to make sure I say that right, and Jared Kelly. It was a little easier to say. Now, single cards sell for $7.99 on Topps.com when they're available, and you can get, they usually come out 2 per week, and you can get that 2-card bundle for $11.99. So Wander Franco, as I mentioned, Wander Franco, his Topps Living Set single came out in early March, so I jumped on it and bought it. And that's what we're looking at today. Now, I've never gotten one of these cards before, so I'm excited to take a look at it. I've always wanted to get the Shohei Ohtani card, which is a really cool looking card, and I might end up getting it depending on what I think of this card. But I figured a Wander Franco, this is my chance to check out this set. All right, so let's rip into this, see what it looks like. All right, so let's get into this thing. All right, the package. Now, I'd opened it previously and saw that this came packaged up pretty good. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait and open this up on camera so you get to enjoy it. Look at that. It's living. It's a living set. Okay, maybe I'm a little too excited. Get into this without destroying it. Oh. Okay, that's empty. Oh, let me put this in a sandwich. Okay, so sealed up in here, you can see it right there. All right, so let's get to this thing. Should I break the seal? I'm gonna say yes. Now, where is the seal though? I guess I should just kind of peel the sticker maybe. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's the best move. Oh yeah. This is a Wander Franco. Obviously, it's going to be quite a popular card in this set. And as you'll see, I go through the top 10 most popular cards and production runs, which means it's most popular. And you'll see there's some pretty good cards that were rookies in there. All right, so here we go. Let's see it. Oh, that is pretty sweet. See, it's a hand painted picture. That is cool. Looks a little centered, off center to the left, from left to right. But I doubt I'm gonna, well, let's see. I guess I could put it in a one touch, but I have seen some of these get graded, like the Juan Soto ones have been getting graded. PSA 10 Juan Soto goes for like 90 bucks. Let's see the back here. Now these are 16-point vintage stock. Look at that, it's a cool looking signature. And now this is the fronts and the backs are the 1953 set, which is a gorgeous set. That is a really nice set. I'm glad they didn't pick the, was it 1958 and 59 are just ugly. But these are nice, looks good. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, so what'd you think? So as I mentioned, the final print run depends on the popularity of that card. How many people are trying to buy them? Average print run on these cards is about 3,000 to 4,000 cards each. So keep that in mind, and now we'll go through, as I promised, the top 10 most demanded Topps living set cards so far. Number 1, Ronald Acuna Jr. It's not really much of a surprise. Again, this set came out in 2018, so figure 2018, once this set came out, I bet you it took the hobby by storm, and Acuna being one of the most touted rookies, that makes sense. And Juan Soto right behind him, that's no surprise either. And look at number 3, Gleyber Torres. That means there's about 28,000 people that are currently regretting that purchase right now. Vlad Guerrero Jr., number 4, Mike Trout, number 5, and the last one with over 20,000 cards produced, Shohei Ohtani. Again, when we look at 2018, all those names kind of make sense. It was a new set, people were really getting into it. Now, the highest legend on this set, Babe Ruth at number 7. Ozzie Albies at number 8. Well, 2018. All right, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. But Ozzie Albies? I guess I'd rather have Ozzie Albies than Gleyber Torres right now. Number 9, Mickey Mantle. That makes sense. He's not too far behind Babe Ruth. You know what's interesting? There were 4 Yankees in the top 10 for this set, which makes sense. The top 10 most demanded cards in this set, 4 of them were Yankees. Figure the Yankees are not only loved by many across the country, but they're internationally loved, so I can see that. And then 10th one, that 4th Yankee, Aaron Judge. Now, Aaron Judge was the very first Topps living set card. He was card number 1. So it makes sense that as soon as that dropped, people went nuts, and he was the first card picked up because it's coming off of that 2017 rookie season too. Remember that. Okay, Future Dave is back. You can see, changed my shirt, different shirt. So now I'm going to give you Wander Franco's production run, how popular this card was, what the demand was. So it took a few weeks for the article on cardboardconnection.com to finally refresh and give us the production runs, which means Topps hadn't released it yet. So we finally saw it. The number 1 most popular Topps living set card is now the Wander Franco that just got released. 68,228 cards. That's almost the total of the top 2 cards on this list before Wander Franco's release. So that just shows you, A, how popular this card is. There are a ton out there. But it also tells you, B, just how popular Wander Franco is to the hobby right now. Like, this is a big deal, him coming in. And 3, ABC, and C or 3, it also shows you how popular the hobby has become. People have jumped back into this hobby. There's a lot more now than there were in 2018 that were buying up the Acuna and Juan Soto cards. So I thought you'd appreciate that last little nugget. So those are our top 10 most produced Topps living set cards. And that information came to us courtesy of cardboardconnection.com. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, Dave, why are you telling me about Wander Franco's card if he's no longer available? If I can't get it, if they already closed the sale on it. Well, here's the thing. There's this little website. Don't tell anybody. It's a little website called ebay.com. There's a bunch of them on sale for there, so you can still grab them. Now, I do plan on at some point getting that Shohei Ohtani card. I think I'm also going to get a Juan Soto, and I'm probably getting a Babe Ruth too. That's a pretty awesome card. So listen, card collecting is fun. So you should enjoy random extras like this. Now, this set isn't going to blow up probably to be one of the most collected sets in the history of the world, but it's a fun set. These are really nice looking cards. So enjoy the hobby, enjoy collecting cards, these random weird extra things like this, and most of all, have a happy hobby.